Hey everyone, this is Michael. So today I want to talk about a serious topic. I want to talk about the topic of loneliness. Sometimes when I feel alone, I try to picture a a place, a something to take me out of the thought of loneliness and but the thing about living alone is that you're alone with yourself all the time. So to be able to live alone by yourself, you're going to have confidence in yourself a little bit. You're going to go through challenges. It's not easy living alone. Nobody said it was going to be easy. It never is. I struggle a lot of the time with loneliness, self doubt, um, just a whole lot of things. But I I get on a routine. I start doing things. I start cycling on my bike. I start watching TV. I start going for my walks, and I start doing stuff. And I get really busy. And you know, this summer, I didn't think we would get to. We're almost into October now, so I didn't think I'd, get this far, but my main point is, sometimes, you know, some sometimes I'm just trying to make you laugh. Sometimes um, we go through challenges in life and we struggle. We struggle with depression. We struggle with being by ourselves. We struggle with liking ourselves. We struggle with even the thoughts of being liked. I have no problem with being liked. Being liked is fine. Or I have a problem with being famous. Okay, that's that period. I have a problem with being famous. Um, Most of all because um, once become famous and you get all the attention, right? You get starstruck, and then all of a sudden you're a star. All of a sudden your expectations, go through the roof, and maybe you get a little bit of attention here and there. But sometimes when you get all starstruck, sometimes you know life tends to hand you a rough hand. Maybe your needs aren't being met. Maybe you don't have the money to do exactly what you want. Maybe there's a lot of things. Um, there's a lot of hands. There's a lot of hands to be dealt with becoming famous, and you know, I don't. I don't want that. I don't want that struggle. I don't want that fame. I just want to be able to play my music quietly in my room by myself and just kind of play with some music, some beats in the background. That's all I want. And and just to be able to have the freedom to do whatever, because you know, a lot of those famous people, they sign on the dotted line and then they have expectations, and you kind of you kind of almost sell your soul away, you know, for what? For the money, for um, for glory, for popularity. I don't want popularity. I just want to be normal. I don't even know what the meaning of the word normal is. But anyway, like I just, you know, I just want to have a solid routine. These days, I'm living by myself. I feel loneliness all the time when I'm not at home, when I'm with my family, when I'm out in town. Um, I feel loneliness all the time because the main point is that living alone is that you are truly alone, but you're not. Let me put this in words. You are not alone in this world. You have people that are by your side. You have people that are watching you. You have people that are fighting with you, alongside you, that you don't know, right? And they're rooting for you. And, and loneliness is probably one of the main killer courses in this world. It a lot of people struggle with it. Some people even taking their lives over it. You know, it's really sad and it sucks, but that's the truth, man. Like, but loneliness hurts. But you know, the number second point I want to drive home right now is that you may be alone for a season. You may be alone for a decade, but you won't be alone forever. Okay? There God will place, or the universe will place, somebody in your life that will match your needs, that will match your assets, uh, and you won't be alone anymore. So that's a good thing. You know, sometimes you're only alone for a season. Season trial and error, right? Sometimes you're only alone for a season, and then you're not alone anymore. But sometimes you have to be alone for a season to be able to test your will, to be able to see how well you can survive on your own. That's just part of being a man. Even let me just put it in animal reference here, just for your animal goals out there. Sometimes a wolf, sometimes a wolf, um, has a family, and then the little wolf is a baby, and then the baby, grows up, and all of a sudden it goes out, uh, it grows up, and then that baby wolf is willing to leave the pack, and sometimes he has to leave the pack. Sometimes the mother has to leave the wolf astray, so the wolf can become a wolf. And that's how you know you're the strongest willed, you're the strongest warrior. You were tested and you succeeded, and you overcame, and so sometimes you're only alone for a season. And but loneliness, no matter how hard it is, you know, it sucks. But, you know, there are good aspects of being alone too. Like sometimes the good parts about being alone is that, you don't have your parents or your sister uh on your back, nagging about your every little thing, and you just get time to think in your own head. You get time to cope with what's going on. You have time to appreciate the hand you've been dealt, you know. But like I said, loneliness can kill some people. They go crazy. They, you know, they, but Sometimes we got to struggle through those loneliness uh, parts, but also we have to, if you're feeling alone, seek out help. And maybe if you have a couple of friends, lean on your friends, talk to your friends. You know, um, we're never really alone, but there's always someone there. All right. So even your neighbors, count on your neighbors. You know, they're there for you. I count on my neighbors a lot of the time when I need help, and so I count on my neighbors for a lot of things. I talk to them, so I'm never really alone as well. So, but then I'm just glad that I have wonderful neighbors that I can count on, and the artwork that you see in my room is all done by me. Um, yeah. Um, and yeah. So I'm an artist and slash musician, but can't really call myself a musician because I don't play concerts. I just play in my room, so and just do like little beats and stuff. But I like to do videos and post videos and stuff to see what kind of reaction I can get from some people. I like the reaction, but being you know if you're alone all the time and you're alone in your thoughts and you're stuck and you don't know what to do, I strongly suggest you seek out a friend, or you find some sort of outlet like basketball or sports, or just some sort of outlet you could plug yourself out into that will make you a little bit happier. Because if you're not happy by yourself, if you're not happy with yourself, you'll never survive alone by yourself. And because it's hard living by yourself, you struggle. I struggle a lot of the time. Every day, I struggle with my thoughts and my mind, and sometimes I go crazy. But sometimes I do fairly well for myself. I've survived about 5 years by myself, alone in this room, um, and I'm very proud of what I've accomplished here. 5 years in my apartment by myself, and it's been one hell of a ride. God be with you, the universe be with you. Take care, everybody.